everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of TBA. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Brad.
And we've got a great week for you guys today, so we're going to jump straight into News of the Week.
Turns out you could be living next to a spy, with almost 20,000 people having applied to work at Australian Security Intelligence Organisation last year. Australia is mourning the death of Olympic gold medalist Stephen Woolfidge, who gave away his life aged 39. The Australian track cyclist, a father of a son and daughter, was a part of the Australian team that won gold in Athens Olympic Games and was a highly decorated Olympian. President Trump is the gift that keeps on giving, as he sparks extreme controversy when publicly addressing the Charlottesville rally, where a white supremacist drove a car into a crowd of protesters, killing a young woman and injuring 19 more. Trump insisted that there was blame on both sides of the attack and refused to name the groups responsible. Although he tried to heal his words with a follow-up conference, the damage had been done. Yet another strike against Trump's name. Recently, we've been waking up to a blanket of haze and smoke due to hazard reduction burns from across Sydney in an effort to prevent severe bushfires during the summer. However, it isn't over yet. The Rural Fire Service warning that the hazardous smoke will continue to blanket the city and surrounding areas, so be wary when heading outside this week. And lastly, this Saturday, the 19th of August, UOW will be having an open day, where you can get a feel for what it would be like to be a student, meeting lecturers, having info sessions, plus lots of fun and games. The day will start at 10 a.m, so come down and join the fun.
Well, if there's any budding spies out there, it's definitely becoming a bit of a competitive industry.
For sure.
As we saw at the tail end of the report there, UOW is hosting its open day this Saturday, and we have the man in the studio who's responsible for that whole thing.
We're joined in the studio now with Patrick O'Connor, who is the events coordinator for the open day. So can you tell us about your role within the open day?
Yeah, sure. So my role is I oversee all the operations for open day, all the logistics, all that sort of thing. So I work with the faculties, all our support units, for example, all our student volunteers, student reps. We've got lots of external people as well contributing to open day. So I look after all logistics and sort of put the pieces together.
Cool. So what are we expecting for
the open day? So it starts on Saturday. So in the hall will be all our faculties will be set up and all our support units as well, sort of in a careers expo booth style setup. And outside will be student clubs and societies. There'll be UOW alumni. The transport unit will be outside in marquees. There'll also be clubs and societies. We'll be running lots of different entertainment during the day. And then in the lecture theatres, all our faculties and support units like early admission scholarships, that sort of thing, will be doing information sessions throughout the day.
So what kind of benefits is there from this sort of thing to the UOW community?
Yeah, for the community, we get to show off a bit to our future students who come in. So we get asked about it a lot. So students really want to see, a lot of students that I meet, especially at this time of year, they've got a really gut feeling about where they want to study next year. So coming onto campus and meeting our staff and seeing our facilities means that we're really reaffirming that choice for them. And it's great to get the community onto campus as well, because we don't want to come off as just a university gated type place. We want to be really open to the community and show them. We're doing things like hop on, hop off bus tours of Wollongong as well, and the residences, because a lot of people are coming from the country, places like Griffith, Wagga and Tamworth to visit us. So we really want to show off not just us, but the whole Wollongong as well.
So how many people are you expecting to attend?
We usually get about 7,000 people attend. So that's we almost get about 3,000 student registrations, but they would usually bring mum, dad, brother and sister. So we see between sort of 7,000 and 9,000 people on campus.
So how long has this event been running at UOW?
So we had a big hiatus for a while, but this is in its current form, this is the 5th year of open days that we've been doing it. Because and previous to that, we'd always seen every day as an open day on campus, which we still do, and people can come and visit us on campus.
And just how open is it? Is there sort of things that people are able to go and look at the facilities around the campus, or what sort of things can people do?
Yeah, so we'll have campus tours all day. So general campus tours every half an hour, so they can go. That's just the general what you would expect a campus tour. The faculties of Science, Medicine and Health have all their labs open and we'll be running tours. We've got that hop on, hop off bus tour. We've got environmental tours, so the Environment and Transport Unit will be showing off the different trees and that sort of thing around campus. But then also, yeah, people can come in. The day's advertised to start at 10. They come to the hall and we give them sort of a bag of help that they get. They can talk to the faculties, but people are welcome just to wander around campus and explore, or stick to a timetable that they choose.
So what happens after the open day for the students who are interested in attending UOW?
Yep. So they will come and they will check in for the day. So that lets us, so they've already registered, or they will register before the event. They come and check in, and then we know then sort of what sessions they're interested in. That's part of their registration process. So after that, we can send them information and talk to them about pertinent things. We know if they're from, say, Wagga, so they'll be interested in accommodation. So we can make sure that we follow up with them about stuff that's pertinent to them. It won't just be a one-size-fits-all communications after the event.
So what sort of measures do you have to sort of gauge the success of an event like this?
Yeah, we look at stuff like feedback from students. So that's something else we'll do is send a feedback survey just to see what they think and if they have any suggestions. And we also do the same sort of thing to our internal the workers on the day. We have about 400 UOW staff working on the day, so we'll survey them to see the same thing. How was the day? Could we have done it better? That sort of thing.
So how much work goes into planning this event?
I've been working on it since May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I do Discovery Days, which is in February, and then Open Days straight after. So we work a lot. But that's just me, so then there's also all the faculties. There are 111 information session, and I've lost track of how many tours there are going on the day. So yeah, a lot of work goes in. It's a big deal.
All right, well, hopefully it turns out all for the best. Thank
great.
you for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Now our very own reporter, Nicola, is a first-time blood donator, and she's going to tell us exactly what happened. So let's see how it went.
On Tuesday, I donated blood for the first time in my life. But trust me, it's not as terrifying as you think. And besides, you save at least 3 lives and get free food. Like Kit Kats. It started by completing a health questionnaire and recording my height. Next, I had a confidential interview with one of the staff members to check if I was healthy enough to donate. Then I was off to relax in a chair while my blood was being drawn. But first, they had to find the vein in my left arm. They couldn't find it, so they had to use my right arm instead. You could say I was a bit startled from the blood, but nonetheless, it was all for a good cause.
4. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much is that hurt? It depends. Everyone's professional is different.
My arm was cleaned with betadine and in with the needle.
So now is the easy part. Now they're taking 500 mils of my blood, and right after this, I get to take a Kit Kat and go home.
They bandaged me up, and after I was told how to look after myself and my arm, I was on my way to go home.
Apologies to anybody who was squeamish, but it is a good cause. So have you ever donated blood?
I haven't actually, but I really should because, it's a great cause and I really just need to toughen up and get over it. Anyway, this week, our reporter Hop was down on the lawn to check out what was going on with Live Art Week. So check this out.
Hi guys, I'm standing at the University of Wollongong main campus, which is now covered by a lot of amazing masterpiece by local residents and university students. And this is part of the Live Art Week hosted by University of Wollongong Student Live, happening from Tuesday the 15th until Thursday the 17th of August. Now coming to the third session, Live Art Week is continuing to transform university space to an interactive and inspirational environment.
So just doing some freestyle artwork really. So this is my first time doing Art Week. It's kind of, I guess you could say, because I'm sticking with the wooden theme, it's almost, I guess, like a tree branch. You could sort of interpret it anyway. So I'm just a student. He's our second year studying public health, and I just love doing just freestyle art in my spare time. I love it.
So what do you have for today's live art?
I'm painting a mural on this shipping container, which is going to stay out here on the juggler's lawn, and they're going to store the stuff for events inside it.
I've called it primitive pop because it's sort of in between traditional Aboriginal tribal sort of style, and so it's more sort of primitive, but it's always poppy with the colours and the outline, make it sort of a pop art type of feel. Yeah.
So I took part in last year's Live Art Week, sort of flew under the flag of Urban Art Australia. I really didn't have my own style of artwork, But over the last year, well, it was shortly after Live Art Week last year, where I sort of found my place with my artistic practice. So I've just been hitting that hard, and I'm back here this year with a cubby, funnily enough. So yeah.
It's nice to see a lot of colour at the university now.
Absolutely. I was down there on yesterday and it was a lot of fun.
Now to the girls who are gone straight back into the kitchen with blueberry pancakes with a twist.
Hey guys, welcome to the 9th episode of Food for Thought. This is a segment where we show you how to make cheap and nutritious foods. Yeah, and today we're going to show you how to make protein blueberry pancakes. Yeah, so this is one where you can actually have, if you have a little bit more time, you can make it in the weekend, but it's super nutritious and super good for you, so I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, so the ingredients that you'll need are milk of your choice, so we're using soy milk, protein powder of your choice, we're using vanilla protein isolate, we've got some frozen blueberries, 1 banana, vanilla essence, maple syrup, cinnamon, and flax seeds.
So we want to make the batter first. You want to add the protein powder first. We're adding 1 scoop of protein powder. Then you want to add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of milk of your choice, you're using soy milk, and 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. If you don't have flax seeds, don't worry about it. You don't have to, but we're going to add it just to add a little bit more good fats and fibre, and we're going to blend it into your blend. Okay, so once it's all blended, just add maybe just a few drops of vanilla essence to your batter. Mix it well with a spoon, and then what you're going to do, and this is you want to get 1 banana and you're going to smash it with a fork and put it into your batter. So this is our final product. This is our protein blueberry pancakes that we made. It's also a good option if you're lactose intolerant or you don't want to have dairy overall. He has no dairy. Everything's just organic and very simple ingredients, so nothing that's going to upset your stomach.
Thanks for joining us today, and we hope you liked today's recipe.
Yeah, catch us next time when we show you how to make more nutritious and cheaper food for you guys.
Those look like good pancakes if you were looking to hit the gym.
Alright, now we have Sarah, who is our reporter for the Mews.
Welcome back to the Mews, and welcome to one of the weeks that we've been gearing up for all winter. There are lots of small gigs making the rounds this week, and also some big names heading our way. Household names like Pete Murray and LDRU are making appearances at Taronji Beach Hotel on Friday and Saturday nights respectively, and Radbar is shooting out a massive week of talent. Between Thursday to Saturday, the small bar will be showcasing 10 different acts, including glorious band names like Drunk Mums, The Filthy Teens, and Lil Marco. But the biggest music news for this week is by far The Last Frost. The Yours and Ours crew are putting on a mini festival at UOW's Innovation Campus to farewell the not-so-cold winter. The lineup is massive. We've got Brizzy band Violent Soho, who last year took out Best Rock Album and Best Group of the Arias, and almost missed accepting their second award because they were too busy celebrating the first, apparently smashing tinnies backstage. We've also got Cloud Control, who after moving from a quartet to a trio in 2015, came back in May this year with their new track Rainbow City. The Blue Mountains Band actually formed on a win for a university band competition back in 2007. Another band is Kite String Tangle, aka Danny Harley, who was a triple threat producer, vocalist and songwriter. He landed in the top 20 in both 2013 and 2014's Hottest 100, and he's back and touring in October with Golden Vessel and Austin. Another Brizzy band, Cub Sport, launched themselves into the spotlight last year with their emotionally charged pop album This Is Our Vice. A congratulations too for Tim and Sam, who recently announced their engagement. Making the trip across the Tasman, New Zealand's Phaser Days is also on the menu. Phaser Days, aka Amelia Murray, has just released her debut album this year and will transform into a three-piece this weekend with some bass and drums joining her. Another act is Sloane Peterson, aka Jo Jackson. She started making her solo music last year, citing herself as a love child of 50s guitar pop and modern garage rock, with influences such as Elvis, Nancy Sinatra and Bowie. Last but certainly not least is producer, vocalist and electronic musician Mookie, who started premiering her tracks at the start of this year. She states that live she'll usually be whipping out a trumpet, keys or a vocal solo and maybe even a guest or two. On the whole, this lineup is pretty epic. We're seeing lots of bands that don't usually visit Wollongong, so it's definitely living up to the hype. Stay tuned for what's happening in the Mews each Thursday.
Definitely an opportunity for all the cool kids to get out and enjoy some cool music.
You're definitely dressed for the occasion.
I definitely am.
Well, thank you guys for joining us in today's episode. We'll see you guys next week.
I've been Brad.
And I'm Caitlin. Bye.